Hello, I hope you're doing fantastic. In this tutorial, I will show you how you can interface an ultrasonic sensor to Arduino, and we will make an obstacle detecting project in which if obstacle is detected, red LED will turn on, and if it is not detected, green LED will turn on. So this is going to be a wonderful project where you will learn how to interface an ultrasonic sensor, as well as in programming section I'll teach you how you can create a variable and how to read the distance using ultrasonic sensor. So let's begin. You first log in into the Tinkercad. I already have logged into the Tinkercad, and we are all set to start making the project. So this project, we need ultrasonic sensor in this project. So let's drag an ultrasonic sensor first. So let me just find out where are they. So first we need to take Arduino, and here is the Arduino on the screen, and then we need ultrasonic sensor. Let me see if there is ultrasonic sensor. We'll go to all, and of course we do have many ultrasonic sensor here. Okay, so there are two types of ultrasonic sensor. One is having 3 pins and one is having 4 pins. You can use either one, it's not big deal. It is, you can use either one, but also you generally that is available around us, that's most popular is HCSR04, which is having 4 pins. Okay, so I'll be using ultrasonic sensor which is 4 pin. So if you wanted to make your own, if you have hardware, you will have this kind of ultrasonic sensor, and I'll show you how you can use this ultrasonic sensor. I wanted to show you how ultrasonic sensor looks in real if you have one. As you can see, this is ultrasonic sensor, and it has two you can say speakers. They produces ultrasound. So one that transmits ultrasonic sound, and another is an echo, so it receives a reflected ultrasonic sounds. And there are 4 pins. One is for positive, negative, echo, and trigger. So through by sending a pulse on the trigger pin, it generates and it produces an ultrasound. And through this receive pin and through the echo pin or the second speaker, we receives ultrasound. So this is the ultrasonic sensor. Behind there is a circuitry which does this all job, and in the process I wanted to show you the Arduino as well, the real Arduino, how it looks like. So this Arduino is the USB cable to which we connect to computer, and here is the microcontroller that is sitting here. So microcontroller, it is a computer itself. It has a memory, it has a CPU and everything inside. So that was this. You can see Arduino. If you have a real, you can use it. These are input output pins. There is power pin and analog input output pins. I'll be telling you all about in the later lessons. Okay, that's fine. Now let's come back to our project, and here we have one Arduino and one ultrasonic sensor. Let me show you how you can connect to it. If you drag your cursor to the pins of this sensor, you will get its name. So first is power pin, another is trig pin, and echo pin and ground. So let's connect the power pin. Power pin, we give 5 volt to the power pin. If you give more than 5 volt, you will fry your sensor. So don't never provide more than 5 volt to your ultrasonic sensor. So it is 5 volt. I'll change color to red. So I think color is not coming to change the color. And the next is ground. So let's change the color to ground. Let's connect it to the ground. So ground pin is available here in the Arduino. So I'm just connecting it to the ground. That's fine. And I think this time color changing option is not coming. Okay, and these 2 pins, trigger pin and echo pin. So the trig pin is to be connected to any one of these digital input output pin. I'm connecting to 6 number pin, and better if you connect to the pin in front of each there is a wave kind of symbol. So if you connect to it, that would be more, it will function properly. And the last pin that is left is an echo pin. Let's connect the echo pin to one of the Arduino pin again. And here I'm going to connect to pin number 5. Yeah, that is done, pin number 5. So our connection is done, very simple. The connection is one of the simple thing I have shown you. The first is power pin, connect to 5 volt. The last one is ground, connect to ground. And then there is string pin, connect to pin number 6. And then echo pin, connect to 5. That was the simple circuit that we have shown you, that how you can connect. And now we are moving to the circuit, to code. I'll show you how you can write code. Before writing code, I must mention the comment that what the project we are making. So this project is obstacle obstacle detection, and in this project we wanted that obstacle is if obstacle is detected, turn on red LED, turn on red LED, and else else turn on green LED, green LED. Okay, so here in the comment I'm talking about the LEDs, and we have not taken LEDs yet. So let's bring LED. So we need one green LED and one red LED. So I have brought here the red LED, and one more LED we want, that is green. So let's bring the LED, that is green LED. Let's change the color to green. Okay, now the time to connect it. Cathode, that is negative, so must be connected to ground. That is, let's change the color to black. And likewise, to cathode of the second LED, we will connect to ground. Yeah, that's done. Very simple. And now the two anode pins are left. So anode must be connected to digital pin, any digital input output pin. Let it be red. And this anode I'm connected to 11. That's fantastic. That is done. Okay, so dear children, our circuit is done. We have connected an input device, that is sensor, ultrasonic sensor, and two output device, that is LEDs. So we will write code for that. If an obstacle is detected, turn on red LED, and if obstacle is not detected, turn on green LED. So in the first phase, I'll show you how you can measure the distance using this ultrasonic sensor. Fantastic. So go to code section. In the whenever you click code, this code menu, it will give you a window to edit the code. And I'm going to maximize the window so that you can see the code properly. Let me just zoom in. Yeah, fantastic. So we have zoomed in. Now the first, I'll show you how you can display the distance that is measured by ultrasonic sensor. So the first is you create a variable. Variable is a memory in the Arduino. It's a memory where we can store the value. So what we'll do, we'll create a variable. Let's create a variable. I'm going to give a name to this variable. Let's give the name distance. You can give the name of your choice. The distance is more appropriate and notable. So I've created distance. First, what we'll do is we will drag this set pin and this variable set pin, and this is distance. And in this distance variable, we will store the value of the distance that is measured by ultrasonic sensor. So ultrasonic sensor is an input device. So we'll go to this input section and we will see where is that block which reads the input from the sensor. Here the second last. It is read ultrasonic distance sensor. As you can see, it says read ultrasonic distance sensor on trig pin and echo pin in unit centimeter, right? So this is the block that will help us to read the distance from ultrasonic sensor. So we'll drag it inside this. Yeah, we got it. So I have dragged it inside, and as you can see that what we are doing is we are putting this distance on the folder or in the memory location of distance. But here we have to select the pin that we have connected to Arduino. Let me see the trig pin is connected to which pin and echo pin is connected to which pin. So the is trig pin is connected to 6 and echo pin is connected to 5. So trig pin is connected to pin number 6 and echo is connected to pin number 5. That's fine, and we are measuring the distance in centimeter. So the first process is done. In the first part, what we are doing, we are reading the distance and we are putting distance folder in the distance memory location in the distance variable. Now we are able to read now distance. Let's display the distance in the serial monitor. You can see here the below there is a small window called serial monitor. If you click, a small window will appear. This is serial monitor. So you can get the display here in the serial monitor. In order to see the display in the serial monitor, go to output again, and you can see there in the block there is print to serial monitor block. So in this serial monitor, in this block, we will print the value of this distance in the serial monitor. So if you go to variable, there is a small one, the folder or memory location that is created with the name distance. We will drag it and will drop inside. So now what will happen is, it will read the distance from the sensor, it will store it in the distance variable, and it will display in the serial monitor. In order to see the effect well, let's give little delay of 1 second. So after every 1 second, it will read the distance, it will store in a variable distance, and it will display it on the serial monitor. Let me show you, does it work or not. So in order to see this, we have to keep this serial window on, so that we can see the value that is being displayed by this ultrasonic sensor. Fantastic. Let's turn on the simulation now, and I'll be showing you how does it work. Okay, fine. Let me just turn on the simulator. Okay, I'm going to start the simulator, and here we go. Simulation, it may take a second. Now it is printing value 113. So because if you click on the sensor, you can see clearly there is the obstacle. Let me just drag it little below. Yeah, so there is obstacle. So if you can change, this ball acts as an obstacle. If it is out of range, you will see there in the screen there is a maximum value 336. It shows that there is no obstacle in front of it. If you just bring it into its range, it will start displaying the distance from the sensor. So this time the distance is 60 centimeter, 60.3 centimeter. If you convert in inch, it is 23.7 inch. If you again increase the distance from the sensor, the reading is changing. So this time it is 119. If there is no obstacle in the distance, there is no obstacle in front of the sensor, it will give you maximum value, that is 336. This is by default. Okay, so now I have brought it in this range, and it has started giving me the distance. So this way we can measure the distance using ultrasonic sensor. But this is not our project. Our project is measure the distance, and whenever, if the distance, if they will find the obstacle, it will turn the red LED on, and if there is no object in front of the sensor, it will turn on the green LED. So that is our project. In order to do that project, we have to make changes in the code. So let's make changes in the code. Let me increase the window size, and I'll delete these two, as these two are not needed at all. And now in order to do it, we had to go to control section, and we will bring an if else block. That if will drag if else block. As you read our problem statement, if you read your problem statement, it says that if obstacle is detected, turn on red, else turn on green. Okay, so that's why I have dragged if else statement. If the condition is true, it will do whatever we'll write inside, and if condition is false, it will do whatever is inside this. So what we are going to do is, inside the if, we will place the condition. So in order to make the condition, we'll go to math block. Okay, in the math block there is a condition block. In maths we have seen the condition, less than, greater than, equal to, right? So it tests the condition. Let's write the condition. I'll tell them that if distance is, so let's bring the distance this way, that if distance is less than, let's give a distance 100. If the distance is less than 100 centimeter, then what to do? Because whenever this condition will become true, it will execute the code that will write inside this if, and if this condition is false, it will do whatever will write inside this else. Okay, so if this distance is less than 100 centimeter, then we wanted that red led should turn on. So red led, in order to turn on the red led, let's drag this block in the output section, set pin. Red led is connected to pin number 12, so we'll select pin number 12. Okay, pin number 12 high, and we don't want the green led to turn on this time, so we will let the green led remain off. So green led is connected to pin number 11, let it be off. Wow, that's fine. And when this condition is true, it will turn on red led, and when this condition is false, it will turn on green led. So in order to turn on green led, what we'll do, I have just dragged the set pin block, and this time let's select the pin number 11, as green led is connected to pin number 11, and I'm turning it on. And again, I'll drag set pin, and let's choose the pin number, it is 11, and inside we'll make it off, low. So what will happen is, whenever when Arduino is reading the distance, right, and it is keeping the value in the distance folder, and then inside the if block they are comparing that if distance is less than 100, then it will turn on red led, it will turn off green led, and if the distance is greater than 100, then what it will do, it will turn on green led and it will turn off red led. So that is all about the funda of this if else block. I hope you have understood this if else block. Now it's time to test our code, that does it work or not. So in order to test the code, we have to turn on the simulation. So even I'll show you. Let me just zoom it a bit. Yeah, I have zoomed it in, and now I'll start the simulation. So let me start the simulation. It is on. Okay, now as you can see, the object is in its range, or uh, object is at the distance of 51.2 centimeter, that is less than 100. So that's why red led is on. If I will bring it out, if I'll bring it out, then green is turning off, or green is turning on, and red is turning off. What happens if it is outside the 100 centimeter? It should work, but I think there is a simulation problem. Let me stop it again and start it again. So this time green is on, means the object is too far. Okay, let me bring it close. So if it is less than 100, the red is turning on and green is turning off. If the obstacle is far from 100 centimeter, green is turning on and red is not turning off. Let me see in the code if there is a problem. Let's stop the simulation and let me see the code. What's the problem? Pin number 12. Yeah, children, we have not given pin number, right pin, so it is pin number 12. And now it should work well. Let me start simulation again. And yeah, so this time the obstacle is away from 100 centimeter, so that's why green is on, means it is the safe zone. If you come closer than 100 centimeter, the red led will turn on and green will turn off. Let's repeat again. So the obstacle is away from 100 centimeter, or too far, or more than 100 centimeter. That's why red is off and green is on. I hope you have understood this code. As you can see, it's working perfectly. So this was our project, that whenever the distance is less than 100, it will turn on red led, and that it is doing. And whenever the obstacle is at the distance greater than 100, it will turn on green led, and it's doing perfectly. So that was all for this project. In the next project, I will come with little more projects using ultrasonic sensor, and also use some real-time project that we can make at home, and we can use it for our society, for ourselves, for the betterment of the society. uh, Dear children, that was this project, and I hope you have enjoyed it. Try making it at home, and if it doesn't work, you can ask me, and I'll help you out in this project. Stay tuned and see you in the next lesson.